Hello, my name is Andy, and on behalf of Studio C, I'll be taking you through the game Antrun. Antrun is an endless side-scroller developed for IAT 312's first project. Here you can see the title screen of the game, including the instructions, settings, and start options. In instructions, we can see the different power-ups in the game and what they do, so please take a look at this before you start the game. In settings, we can adjust the volume of the game. It is quite loud right now, so we'll turn it down a bit. Okay, much better. Now, let's start the game. By starting the game, a WASD marker will show up, instructing the player to move with WASD. The first stage of the game is dodging obstacles. You can simply do so by pressing WASD button. Our second stage, walking up to the grass, will allow the player to chew fruit. This is our main core mechanic. Some grass also contains power-ups, as this one is an apple, which gives the player movement speed when activated with spacebar. There's also other items in the grass, such as holes that will slow the player down. Upon reaching this point of the tutorial, the Antlion will spawn, which will now chase the player definitely. The anthill, another core mechanic, allows the players to upgrade their ant. With a roguelike system, we have options for different stats of the character as well as the rarity of the card. Here we can see the SR rarity of the card, which includes 20% power-ups. Here we'll choose speed. Upon clicking the card, the player will execute the anthill, and the ant will be the same distance away they would first enter the anthill. So now we enter the full endless game mode. Here, new tile sets are generated via a random method, and the players have to try to survive for as long as possible in the game. As you can see, the Antlion, the goal of the game, is permanently displayed on the screen, indicating how far away you are from imminent doom. Such fulfills the core gameplay loop of our game. Here you can see a stick. To prevent players from only maxing out one stack, we have added a chance for a stick to appear. The stick object essentially acts as a roadblock, so there will be no option but to select the two other cards. Of course, if you're a true daredevil, you can go for the stick, as it does completely nothing. So here are still the easy stages of the game, generated from a random tile set. Upon reaching stage 3, which after each time you enter anthill, the game stage is slightly prolonged. So as you can see, instead of one tile set generated, in this stage, one they call stage 2, there are 2 tile sets. Here's a power-up. Let's use it. In this upgrade, let's get digging strength. This allows the character to eat for grass faster. We got another power-up. Let's use it. Each grass has a set chance to spawn power-up or a trap, as you can see there. So here, we got the dig strength power-up. Please note, the player can only have one power-up at a time. Now we can dig faster. But although, I think I used it at a really bad time because now it's an obstacle level. So as you can see, we're keeping up with the Antlion, but the Antlion actually gains speed every time you enter an anthill, so the game gets progressively difficult. So now, upon entering the third anthill, the game will now be in the intermediate level, with different tile site spawns. As you can see, these grasses will spawn traps for the player, and that will slow them down. Let's find out what happens if we die to the Antlion. Please note, there's also a hard level, which spawns at 5 tile sets and above. You can explore that for yourself, as it'll probably take a long time if we just kept on going. Our goal for the game is for it to be endlessly replayable, so every run of your game will be different because of the tile site generation, as well as the roguelike elements in the card and the Antlion system, in the anthill system. And here, the player's score will be revealed after they finish their run. Upon finishing the run, the player score is displayed at the top left, and a restart button is in the middle, where the player can return to the main menu and start the game. Thank you for watching this demo video for IAT 312, and run.